We return to the lunar base as our astronauts breathe heavily and make it aboard, replenishing their oxygen supply. With all the power off, they venture forward, having recovered for now, and intent on completing their mission. The gang do eventually make it into the main hub area and work together to turn on the power. The base screams to life as each hallway is illuminated one at a time. The communication system is still down though, but more pressing is the fact the radiation levels are okay and there seems to be a solid amount of oxygen too. Jian questions Yoon-jae's authority after taking off her helmet, but he is determined to continue their mission without getting distracted. The first step of this comes from activating the air filtration system, which helps make the rest of the base accessible. Pulling up the 3D schematics brings up another, more pressing issue. They need to avoid the contamination in order to reach the machine room. That includes going through 8 different gates. The safest route would be the main gate, but Captain Han decides to split the group into 3 teams. Captain Han reaches one of the storage rooms and attempts to pry it open. While he does, Dr. Hong notices that something is blocking their path, and that something happens to be a whole stack of dead bodies piled in. This time, though, they're the crew members. It's becoming increasingly obvious that whatever happened here is not from radiation. The drowning mentioned earlier does seem to be a direct result of this. Over the radio, Jian perks up once more and tells Han that they should identify the bodies. However, he hits back, telling her they shouldn't jeopardize their mission for her own personal curiosity. This links back to the past, and potentially with what happened to her sister, who seems to have passed away. Did she travel with the Balhae station? The group eventually entered the various storage rooms, with the other 2 teams coming up. Short, it falls to Jian, Heesun, and Suchin to find the sample. Unfortunately, all the vials are completely empty. A strange biosignature then pops up on the periphery of the scanner. That's certainly unnerving, and it's enough to push Gisu into covering for Jian while she heads off to the infirmary. And then it happens. Suchan looks for a second sample bottle as he leans over one of the dead bodies. This one is empty as well, but in his haste, an odd spore emerges from the deceased person's body and lands in his eye. It doesn't take long before the virus starts to work its way through his body, with strange water droplets internally dropping down his neck.